Just go ahead and
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. The Hi-Fi Summit, Q2 2020. Here we are. This is the wrap-up video. So what's up, Joe? What's up, Mike?
This is it, man. We've had an incredible 5 days, man. This has just been a blast. Getting to hang out in the video chat with all of you guys, getting to hang out with the vendors and the manufacturers, kind of some behind the scenes stuff. If you are not a part of the Hi-Fi Summit, dude, you missed it. Definitely got to check it out next quarter.
yeah, yep. No, I'm just reading all the great comments in the chat here.
Lots of love over here, man.
I'm just very thankful for the folks who were participating, and I think if you participated, meaning that you're in the group chat, you're in the lobby, I think you got really the most out of this experience because the focus was really on the community aspect.
Absolutely.
Right? That's the part that I thought was missing in all these other live streams. Like, I didn't feel like we were together, And so now all these people that I hung out with the past 4 or 5 days, I feel like, hey, I got to know these people. Today we did a whole thing that, all right, so the last day we didn't have seminars, right? Because I guess nobody wanted to go on Tuesday. But Hi-Fi Turtle, right? He said, hey, why don't we just show our systems? So it was his idea, right? We went and did it, and that was awesome, right? Did you guys have fun today?
Yeah, there was like
awesome.
30 people, and then everybody just like when they were showing off their whatever, they jumped onto their phone and just moved their phone around. When some people went upstairs, upside, downside, inside, outside, like Michael Patogo, he showed us his daughter's Dolby Atmos setup.
Hi-Fi system.
And then his main system, we got the Brown Note showed us like 412s he's put under his couch. Like what? Like some of these things were crazy.
Some of the craziest systems that I've seen are your guys' systems.
Yeah.
Right? Nuttier than some of the ones that I've seen at actual trade shows.
At shows,
right?
Yeah. No problem, Tristan. Thank you for hanging out. Hi-Fi Haven, awesome.
Yeah,
today was really cool. We just got to hang out and talk, and talk about gear, talk about the gear that people want, the things, the issues that they have in their rooms, and like how what they're doing to get around that. Like the one guy who had his ghetto speaker stands are like speaker boxes.
Yeah, I love that. But the rest of the system's awesome.
Yeah.
The
room's fantastic.
Room's
and then
fantastic.
Then having Will and Joshua hang out with us in
the Macintosh group,
kind of behind the stage, sharing with us about the passion of Sonus Faber, about Macintosh. Dude,
and then showing their systems as well.
Yeah,
like, they got some crazy stuff going on. Will says he's got one subwoofer that's connected to 3 different setups, so that it's being used all the time. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
so mad props to those guys. I mean, June over there at Lenbrook.
June hung out with us all day.
She was hanging out, and so taking notes about like all the crazy stuff that we do here. And so hopefully that helps people understand, helps the people in this industry understand who we are. Who are these people? What are they into? And I think the conclusion we came to is that we're all just big kids with different budgets, right?
Yep.
The toys just got more expensive.
True.
Although there was a full wall of Nerf guns. It looked like
that was rad.
It looked like the children's version of John Wick, like just Nerf gun city. He's like, oh yeah, and this one is I can get it up to 250 feet per second. I'm like, what? What's going on? Craziness.
So I had a great time. I really did have a great time. I was laughing the other night when we were doing the dance off, right? So people don't know about that. People are always asking like, so what do you get? And maybe some people don't care, right? So if you bought a ticket and that's all you wanted were the giveaways, well, you were disappointed. Some people are like, hey, how come you made it? How come you're making it open for other people? Look, I'm gonna just say it. If you were there just for giveaways, I think you're missing the point, because the whole point was, to learn about audio, to have a good time. This is what you normally do at these shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the shows that I've been to, hardly anybody's doing a giveaway, right? Nope. You've been to the shows, right? Who's giving anything away? So the fact that we're even having these companies do giveaways you know, the amount of giveaways that were done, that's already, you're already a winner. You
It's
know what I mean?
unheard
Your
of.
chances of winning are already higher than nobody giving away anything.
Ne-
So
never been
there's
done
that.
before.
When I
Yeah.
went to the
Yeah.
Florida Audio Expo, I got a pin and I got a bag.
There you go.
A little
So-
program to a little
That was
map
it.
where all the rooms were. That's it, right?
I didn't even get a lanyard. I was like,
Oh,
really? It's like,
Let's pull up
dude,
some of these things, Michael, that are coming up here because
Yeah.
there's a lot of nice comments that I want to make sure that everybody sees.
dude, I've
It-
been sliding them up in there.
Some
Love the
people,
chat rooms.
some people were saying that, you know, they didn't like the stuff coming up, and I get it because it can kind of be distracting. But the whole thing is that sometimes, you know, sometimes people are watching on a streaming, you know, NVIDIA Shield, Apple TV, and they don't get to see this chat.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so it's kind of a necessary thing that we have to do for them
Dude,
to be
look
able
at
to
there.
see what's going on. Won the best prize, knowledge, yeah,
yep.
yeah, and getting to know you guys better.
I came out
Um,
with some new friendships and new relationships through this, which is really, really cool. And, you know, getting to know your heart, getting to know, you know, kind of your story has just been really amazing. You guys that are in the chat, you know, to me, that's one of the most rewarding parts about, you know, even what we do on the Daily Hi-Fi and on our individual channels is the relationships that we build in the process. So super, super dope.
Look at all these awesome comments.
That's not dancing like a nuts. Oh my gosh, that was
Mhm.
hilarious.
We were having a good,
Hilarious.
yeah, it was a great dance off.
Yeah.
Hilarious. So like, you know, I had Mpatogo message me later like, hey, thanks, man, for the first night. Like after we had that crazy dance off. I know my video's flickering here, but had that dance off. He's like, hey, man, thanks. I needed that because think about it. You know, these times, you know, right now, just for this four days, it kind of felt a little bit normal, right? It felt pretty
Yeah.
normal for
Yeah.
a little while. We
Oh,
were
yeah.
just hanging out, laughing. You know what I mean? So that's all we really wanted. And I'm more than satisfied by the way it turned out. I'm amazed by how it turned out.
Wow.
Thank you so
one
much.
One of the greatest shows he's seen. That's pretty awesome, man. Appreciate it, David.
Yeah, I had one guy who I'm gonna just, you know, say some of the stuff that I saw, like
yeah,
not focusing on the negative so much, but just saying like, you know, I had one guy say, hey, I'm kind of confused because I thought it was gonna be like I was gonna walk into rooms and see demos. I'm like, I'm gonna just go ahead and offer you a refund because I don't think I can provide that. I mean, so I just want everybody to be happy, right? That's what this whole thing is about. I want you to be happy with the experience. I hope the vendors, right, exhibitors, whatever you want to call it, I hope they're happy with their experience. And so I'm already getting emails from them saying, hey, I got people to order. You know, people are emailing me. Things are happening. And so we want that to happen. The whole point was to bring them both together, right? The consumer,
Yep.
business, you bring them together. Yeah, that's the whole point of an expo, trade show,
Mhm.
conference, all that.
Hang out, talk about what we're here about, music, movies, you know, getting our system to sound better.
Yeah. Even tips
Yeah.
and tricks on how to maximize your setups with very little money. And some of the
Mhm.
stuff was free. So that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see, some of you guys, you might not have got to see the night party because China was spinning some stuff that was copyrighted. So
All of it was copyrighted. Some of it got
Yeah.
blocked. A couple of
so
tracks got.
you got to kind of
it
be there
blocked.
for those types
Yeah.
of things.
Yeah.
Treat
Let's see.
yourself, Fred.
Yeah, treat yourself. We have a lot of inside jokes now, right? We got a
Yep,
lot of inside
there's
jokes.
Tons of inside jokes. It's actually been pretty funny.
Appreciate the support, guys. In Patogo and also cruising.
Yeah,
That's right.
Super cool, man. Appreciate it.
Derek,
It's all about you
Hi-Fi
guys, you know?
Haven, Arya, Ike, great to see you face to face, Ike. That was awesome in the group video chat. What I like to call the VIP room.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rob. He says I'm a badass. Well, yeah,
Blue
I
tack.
try. The HDMI arc.
Blue tack. Yeah, lots of funny stuff going on here.
It's funny how each seminar was better than the previous one. That's awesome.
No.
You know?
Yeah, man. I was pretty tired though. I'll tell you. After each day, I'd just straight up knock out.
Yeah, just crash, man.
Yeah, I was pretty tired too. I think next time around we're probably, and we've heard some comments from the VIP section as well, to like space out the talks so that we can digest the information and what pull out all the nuggets that we found in everyone's talk.
And
that
spend
was
some time in the video chat, just kind of just like you said, just some
I love that.
downtime. Just like when you're at a trade show, a lot of times you're going kind of the same thing. You're going back to back to back to back to seminars, and you're just soaking up all this, this information. Or like, especially when we went to like Vid Summit, that's what I felt like. I mean, you're rushing from one
Right.
thing to
Thanks,
the
Rob.
next. So
Yeah.
just being able to have some of that downtime to just, again, build those relationships. Some of the most fun I've had in a long time was in the video chat, just hanging out with everybody. So definitely a highlight, definitely something we'll be bringing back next quarter.
Now,
And
I know Arya asked, did you guys purchase anything? I don't know if I've already purchased stuff in my mind, but you know me.
They
I
are
like
on
to
the
buy
wish
stuff.
list. They are on the wish list.
I think one of the coolest parts, especially with more of the expensive equipment, was learning exactly what goes into the design and the engineering of said equipment to actually, make that cost something that's expected. Like there is a different level of quality. There is a different level of performance when you step up to these bigger brands. And I didn't know exactly what went into some of these things, but it was great to hear these talks from like Macintosh and Sonus Faber, where I'm just like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. I didn't think about those things.
Right.
So maybe I need to go in and I've already heard the stuff. Maybe I need to take another listen. Maybe I, get some bookshelves to see how those sound, and then see, can kind of extrapolate from that how a floor standard would sound, So I thought it was very educational. Loved, there were so many technical talks, and everybody, even the Cherry Amps guy, very awesome technical talk. And a lot of people were saying that they loved how technical the seminars were. And I think that was one of the good successful parts of the show.
Yeah,
or one of the parts of the show that made it successful.
I agree with what you're saying about, getting to see behind the scenes, because sometimes it's not about the end result. Sometimes it's about how they arrived at that.
How they get there, yeah.
So I did find that interesting as well. Yeah, man. Just seeing all the stuff that's going on in the chat here.
Yeah.
What I loved is people hanging out and talking to each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not necessarily talking to me, but them just like you pop into the video chat, they're all there. And I thought it was cool that a lot of the companies would be in the chat talking with people. MoFi, you guys are involved, so that's awesome.
Some missed opportunities.
Yeah, I hope to see more companies next time. I think they were just kind of waiting it out to see what the return is, this and that. And yeah, I guess you guys are going to have to find out. I think you have to try it to find out.
See, Vanatu, they know what's happening.
Purchase the Vanatu
Nice.
speakers.
Nice.
There you go. Another guy, he said, hey, I bought a power conditioner. Another guy, I saw he posted on SVS, hey, I bought 2 SVS subs after the seminar. So
that's cool. Don says the seminars were great. He enjoyed those, but behind the scenes in the chat rooms were even better. So definitely.
Exactly.
That's kind of like where all the fun went down, man.
Yeah.
So that's what was pretty fun.
Yeah. He said the eighth order crossover
got him. Sold you. Yeah.
What else? I think what can we do better, right?
Yeah.
Always trying to figure out ways to improve. And so I definitely want to incorporate that last day that we did. I thought that was super fun. We have to redo that again.
Yeah, definitely.
You're saying space out space out the events.
Space out the talks, yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. We'll try to be a little bit more cognizant of the things that we bring up so that it's not distracting. Hopefully, everybody who presented this time understands, like, hey, it might be worth it to invest in a decent mic and video streaming setup.
Said that. They were like, I feel kind of underprepared, and that's okay. We just at least wanted them to get out in front of you guys, to share their heart, to share their passion, to share their knowledge, whether it was on a cell phone, whether it's on a MacBook, whatever. Let's just show up. And then hopefully maybe even next time, kind of like we've done over the years, they'll just say, kind of put some investment into even a better presentation for you guys. And, but I think they all did a great job. Like I learned a ton, even myself. So super good. For those of you that were in attendance, we did start a Facebook group, a private Facebook group. So if you purchase a ticket, you do have access to that. Just check out over in the group chat in the lounge section, and you'll have access to that, and with the code to get in there. So super appreciative for you guys offering that, or kind of requesting that, saying, hey, we want to continue to build these relationships. We want to kind of continue to have this conversation, not just do it once every quarter. So definitely head over there. And then Joe,
Yeah.
you even came out with some hi-fi merch.
Oh
What's up
yeah.
with that? Yeah,
You guys
dude.
asked for some shirts, so wifey got some shirts set up real quick on what, Teespring? How do
Teespring,
I don't
yeah.
even Teespring.
Yeah.
I'm not
So
sure how to find that.
the cool thing, hopefully, that you've even seen, even in this short 5 days, is that we want to hear, we want to listen, we want to, if there are things that we can do better, we want that feedback. We truly, truly do. We
Mhm.
know that everything isn't going to go exactly as planned. We know everything isn't going to, be the best on Q2, but on Q3, we want to make it even better than Q2. But I think overall, man, I couldn't have asked for a better show. I think it's been phenomenal. So
Yeah.
Joe just dropped over in the chat links to the Teespring,
That's
the
a
t-shirts.
long link right there.
Yeah.
I have to
Jeez.
shorten that at some point, but
Okay. Yeah, we'll leave that in the description too.
Actually, I think we could just go to teespring.com/stores/the Hi-Fi Summit. So yeah, we'll figure out a bit.ly for that.
We'll add some more there. Maybe change up. Have my graphic designer.
yeah, there it is.
do a picture design.
Teespring.com/store/the Hi-Fi Summit.
Yeah.
So that'll work. You don't need that long.
I think I want
all the rest of the stuff you don't need.
I think I want to get one that basically says like, I was there at the first.
Oh, there you go.
Hi-Fi Summit.
First
You know what I
Hi-Fi.
mean?
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
you're making history, right? Or being part of history, right?
Yeah, the first summit.
The first summit. So and if you guys don't know, on my channel Techno Dad, I'm actually, and my Facebook page, I'm putting up playlists. If you missed the talks, the seminars, I have the playlist separated up by days: day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4. So you guys can check those out on the replay. You weren't there, or you wanted to see it again. There was something, you forgot. You had an awesome, presenter giving out this great information, and maybe there was one thing you forgot and you want to rewatch it. I'll have links on my Facebook and on my YouTube community page or something with links to all the seminars. So if you want to rewatch them, just look over there.
One thing I like right here. So Sean says, "What's up, Joe and the gang? It was a great experience for me. This is my first time seeing a hi-fi event." That literally was one of the main things that drove us to do this, because we realized that at hi-fi shows, not everybody can attend that. Not everybody can fly across the world. Not everybody can fly across the US to go to California or to go to Las Vegas, because that's super expensive. You've got the flight, you've got hotel, you've got the Uber, you've got your food while you're there. Here, you guys are sitting in your boxers, you're munching on some Doritos, and you got your beer or whatever, and you're just hanging out in your own living room in your own home office. And all across the world, we had people from India, had people from all over the place, had from Canada, Australia. So just collectively getting the hi-fi community together, man, that was incredible.
Yes. I'm just looking at these comments,
Dude,
man. You guys are
they're
crazy.
blowing up, man. Yeah. That's cool.
Joshua,
I like that.
Joshua, we got to get you on the Daily Hi-Fi podcast. We got to have you back.
Yeah, Joshua as well as Will, they'll be back. I've already talked to them.
For
So
sure,
they
yeah.
said they'd be glad. Look here, we got South Africa, we got Philippines that have been represented all over the world.
And Josh, I already got a question for you about Macintosh amplifiers, so I'm going to save it till you're on the show, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to know. It's a great question too. I thought about it like 5 minutes ago. I'm like, oh,
you better write it down because you thought about a cool.
Oh, that's right.
slogan
That's right.
for
I'm going to write it
Hi-Fi
down
Summit
right
too.
now.
And then he went to bed and he totally forgot.
I totally spaced on it. Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Appreciate that, Jim.
He said he feels bad for complaining you guys mounted something that's never been done before. Yeah. We're going to try to get better and better and better. That's the goal. So yeah, I think we've learned some stuff this time, right?
Yeah.
And I think so too. Yeah. I think that everybody else was actually just happy to experience something like this, because You know, like Mike knows, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, I dropped 3,000 going to CES and for like 4 days, you know, and the fact that we don't have to go anywhere. Although some of the people in the video chat were saying that their significant others were getting kind of like, hey, what are you doing? I thought this was, you were learning stuff. You're just sitting here laughing and looking at like 20 other people. What is this going on? You know? So you know, there might be other restrictions on you, but you know, if you can plan out that time, awesome. It's going to be an awesome show for you, and definitely it's going to be fun for us.
Yep. What else we got going on here? I want to make sure we say hi to everybody here. Even more Canadian brands, yeah. I think the other thing, as far as the learning experience on the back end, is for any of the companies who are listening here, I'm gonna have a deadline to post your brand and product pages like a week or two before, not like the day of. You can't be asking me to do seminars while the event is happening, because we have to prepare and, like, you know, schedule some
But
stuff.
we
so
still
people
made it
can-
happen. We
made it happen. We tried to, but you know, this was a what did we like a short time span
So we
because
even
of
got
the canceled shows. So we had to
Sure.
rush it out. We wanted
Yep.
to get it done by Q2, hence the dates, right? So I
Mhm.
think next time we'll try to plan a little bit more in advance. And I think it would be great to end on a Monday and then do what we did today on a Monday, start on a Thursday.
yeah, there you go.
So we
Yeah.
can start partying Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, we
Chill
even
on
had
Monday.
3 new giveaways come in today. Like
That's right.
today. And so we're like,
Oh, right. And
Like,
even
we could have easily said, okay, we'll just wait till quarter 3 in October. But we're
And
like, you know what? Let's make it happen. So we made it happen for you guys. And so
ask brands to open up giveaways internationally. Yeah, because they're the ones who are in charge of the giveaways. So a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's US only." And I know it's customs, all kinds of stuff that's involved. You know, you don't want to drive up the cost too high, but maybe that's another consideration. I would like to see some of that also. I'm not in charge of the giveaway, so don't tell me.
and I think I don't know what the legal ramifications of. I know some of you guys said, well, what if I just offer to pay for shipping? I know that you can't do a giveaway and then expect somebody to pay for shipping. You can't say, hey, I'm giving this away, but if you want it, you got to pay for shipping.
yeah,
I don't think you can do that,
I've
but
done that before, and it's kind of lame.
What if
Yeah.
they offer? I think maybe if
see,
they
that's the
ask,
thing, right?
I
So
don't know.
if somebody gets drawn, and so that's what we have to think over the next couple of weeks, because the giveaways will be going up until July the 10th. All of them will end, I think, at midnight on July 10th. So after the summit, all the giveaways will be open to the public, because legally we have to do that.
Now when I'm looking at the calendar, July 10th is a Friday.
Yeah.
So
correct.
do you mean Thursday
Either way,
midnight
they
or
need to
Friday
just-
night midnight?
they just need, if they want to be a part of the giveaways, you just need to go sign up.
Just go
and then
right
then
now.
you're done.
Just
Don't
go
wait
right now.
If you wait to figure out, can I slip in before midnight?
Yeah.
That is your fault when you miss out. So I'm not responsible for that.
I think we just have to be a little bit more clear also as to what the added benefit is, because some people are like, so why should I pay? And
Mhm.
it's tough because if you weren't participating in the group chat that everybody's raving about,
Yeah,
in
you missed it.
the discussion,
Yeah.
it's kind of tough because I don't know what else. If I'm offering you something and you don't take it,
Yeah.
then maybe you don't get it. So I want to make sure that that's clear what we offer and what's available, and do an international giveaway.
So here's a good
Separate.
question, Joe. What can we look forward to in Q3?
Q3, I guess what would I like to see? I would like to see some more companies.
Mhm.
You know, there are a
I think-
ton of
I-
companies that I would
I
like to
think-
hear from.
I think we will be seeing, more of the companies that were here and more and just more companies in general. I'm sure all we need to do are send them the links to the seminars, and they'll be just like, oh wow, we should have been part of this. And then, sign up. And if we contact them now, hey, hopefully they'll get their brand pages set up, a
Yeah.
lot sooner than
Yeah.
our, imposed deadlines. So someone else asked when Q3 show is going to be. Do you have like a
October.
range?
We're
October.
looking at October. That was gonna be my ending line, but you know.
Jim says he wants some Vegas showgirls.
Let's see here.
Yeah,
where
Don,
else?
exactly. Asking the presenters to join the group chat was genius because everybody was watching.
Yeah.
And then we had them go into the group chat, and some of them stayed for hours.
Yeah. Like
Will?
Will was literally there. I was there
Like all
for
day
probably about
after
an
the
hour.
whole thing. Yeah.
Took a break. We came back that night. So I'm like, let me jump in the group chat. Will was still there like 4 hours later. And he kept saying over and over, he said, this has literally been my privilege. And I think he really, really meant it. He just enjoys sharing his passion with everybody. Robbie dropping the support, man. Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob.
Let's see here. To think this is a quarterly show. I mean, 4 months is a while, right? So 4 months, you know, it might seem very close, but 4 months, you'd be like, man, that was kind of fun. I wish we could have something like that again.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the one, we need the rest, right? So
And that's what they're saying in the VIP room. It was, man, I'm gonna miss all of this once the show is over.
Right,
so
yep.
You know, I think for a lot of people that, you know, Q3 can't come soon enough.
Here's a question for you, Joe.
Yeah. Do you think having more dealers would have been a benefit? You know, I like to see some variation because we had some companies that had a few things. I mean, I have some favorite companies, and I'm sure you guys have some favorite companies that you would like to see.
Hit them
right?
up.
So it's just more of that, like a variation. I mean, I don't mind going and having more seminars if we have some breaks in between.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could do more seminars. I'm not tired in that way. It's tiring to go from one to the other.
Yeah.
Right. Not having a break is tiring. So I can do more. But yeah, there's some brands that I would really like to see.
Mhm.
See, here we go. He
Andrew
said
Jones
it
would be
specifically.
cool. Yeah.
I called Andrew Jones. Andrew Jones, we need you on,
Personally.
bro. What's going on? And
Yep.
he had his cool accent, and he's like, "Yeah, we'll see."
Here's a good question for you, Joe. Any early bird offers for the next summit, or when can they buy tickets? When will they be available?
Yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll do some kind of special
Like
for
we did this time.
Yes, especially for the people who were at this one also.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll figure out something like that.
Yeah, some sort of,
we'll email you guys. Somebody asked about
I know what the coupon code's going to be.
Somebody, thank you so much for the support. Somebody asked about including shirts. The shirts are going to be like the same price as the ticket. So basically, if we did it that way, it would be like
Like
It
a
wouldn't
wash,
make
yeah.
any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a wash. It's like
gotta pay.
We need a longer after party for the next one. You know, it's funny, Optimus, you say that, because there are real issues with, you know, YouTube cutting off streams when there's a lot of copyrighted content being played, and that has happened on my Saturday 3-hour DJ sets before. They've cut me off at 2 hours, at 1.5 hours. So, you know,
Awesome.
that's always an issue we have to deal with. So I figured keeping it at an hour was the safest route to go. But yeah, if we can find a different streaming solution where we don't have to, that
Worry
doesn't
about all
break
that.
the bank,
Cool.
then I'll be all over it, and we'll do a 2-hour after party every night, whatever. Totally down. I'll fog up my studio like I had the other past 4 nights.
Angela, my wife Angela here. She
She's been
says
awesome,
we'll
dude.
definitely let you know early bird pricing in the Facebook group. And you know what? So she's not here in the video. She doesn't like being on video so much, but I have to give her a shout out. She is the one behind Facebook,
Amazing.
Instagram posts, creating all of those.
A lot of the
So,
graphics, the giveaway graphics.
So she's there in the background, handling business. So she deserves to be here, but you know, she is right there in the corner.
Good question here. Where can we show the Hi-Fi Summit some additional love?
Additional love.
Spread the word is one way.
Spread the word.
You know?
Yeah, spread the word, because there are forums out there. So a common one that I saw in some of the forums are like, well, I didn't hear about this in traditional media. How come there's no buzz going on? And I think the reason is because we're in a different place where they're not used to being, right? Or they're ignoring us, whatever. Either way. But I think that we're attracting a different crowd. And so those people understand what's going on. They see it all over Instagram. But if the person who's making that comment is not on Instagram, well, they might be like, well, I don't know. I don't know who knows about this. Well, you don't know about this. Maybe. You know what I mean? So, yeah. let's see here. Norbert from MoFi says, why not create a subscription model for guests through the year? And I did think about that. There are some things logistically with making that happen. And as far as the pricing, I mean, the pricing is already pretty low for the people who attended. They're like, I've seen people who are like, man, this is worth $50. You know what I mean? Well, you know, we're trying to keep the cost down as much as possible, but it's kind of tough when you're not charging very much. Like, how much less are you going to make it, you know?
Right.
Here's a good question from Tristan. How do you draw in like some of the video crowd to a hi-fi summit, like JVC and Epson and Sony, these companies that we love that offer LG and those types of things?
I don't know. I mean, we might have to make a whole separate one for that group. To be honest, we might not have, you know, there might not be enough days and time in the day to do it all in one, right? Might just be streaming all day. So maybe it's a conversation we should have. Like, maybe we'll do it. Maybe I'll talk to somebody in that space who specializes in that, and maybe share my platform with them.
So Don, you asked about, you know, this was Q2, Q3. So Q1 technically would have been like, say, January or whatever. We just didn't have one then. So that's why we're referring to this as Q2. It's the second quarter of the year, but we didn't start till the second quarter of the year. So, but it's hard to call this Q1 when technically in the year it's Q2. So good question.
Yeah, but this is the first one.
Yeah,
so
very first one.
You didn't miss out on anything just yet.
No.
In honesty, in all honesty, we didn't know we were going to do this in quarter one because with the way everything shaked out as far as COVID-19 and, you know, lockdowns and all that kind of stuff. So we figured this was the best way, since a lot of you can't go to the show. We brought the show to you. Oh, that was a great comment by Rob too. Sending out shout outs to Joe, Chana's, and Michael's family for letting their husband, father do what they love, because we were literally, I was getting texts from my wife. I made you food. And I'm like, okay, I'm out, you know.
Legit, Jessica was bringing me plates throughout the summit, and she's like, here's dinner. I cooked it 2 hours ago. And I'm like, I love you, baby. You're awesome. Tonight she had dinner ready, you know, like I had to sneak away. I went into the other room and I was like, dinner's ready, you know. So yeah, absolutely, man. Our wives and our families are awesome.
If you notice, sometimes we'll be in a seminar and then we just like we remove ourselves because we're probably over here like eating some food real quick.
Yeah,
you just go over here, eat some food, and come back.
All right.
Check your teeth.
I have my digital conga drum here, which, you know, was like my table for all my plates and stuff. So, you know, it's we figured it out. We made it work.
Yeah.
And you know, it was a learning experience for all of us, and we're just gonna, you know, it's gonna be better every single time.
Somebody said yes, they are ignoring us. Okay, that's fine.
Nah. We got nothing but love for you guys. Sometimes you just got to hit the bathroom, man. Because think about it, we go from seminar, because again, there was some logistics we weren't aware of. It's like, okay, if we finish this in 45-ish minutes, but technically it runs over to 50 minutes or 55 minutes. Now we've got 5 minutes to jump out of this one, get into the next one, get the guests set up, make sure their mic set up, get their PowerPoint set up. And it's like, oh crap, I haven't even been in the bathroom in 8.5 hours, you know?
Yep. I know how that is. So this is one. He says that places are ignoring us. He's tried to post. I did see somebody try to post on Reddit. So to whoever's the admin at the Reddit subreddit for, I think, home theater, somebody tried to post, not me, right? I didn't ask. Somebody tried to post there, and it said like,
true, very true.
Yeah, blocked or something like that. And I was like, hold on a second. Like, is this not something that those people would be interested in? Like, this seminar, you know, the seminars are not interesting. I mean, they were free.
Yeah,
they should.
Yeah,
it's the right demographic.
Jim says we should wear diapers so that we don't have to leave. That's a little rough. That's a little rough. Huh? It's not like we're in space or something, you know.
So here's a good question, Joe. Did the show meet or surpass expectations?
So surpassed in most ways. In that the community aspect really was surprising. We weren't planning on like having a dance off. You know, we weren't planning on showing
impromptu, man.
We weren't even planning on having the members or the presenters come into that was kind of like on the fly, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it all just happened kind of organically, and it seemed to just
Incredible.
work.
It was incredible. I think that really, again, that just added so much value, and that's what we kept hearing in the chat over and over and over. They're like, I love the seminars, but I extremely enjoyed, the fellowship that we had, this hanging out, and that's just been really surreal.
Angela says, and anyone interested in car audio? I think all audio. So I would like to reach out to Williston Car Audio and Hi-Fi Vega and see what's up with the car audio space. Maybe they can host something like this. It doesn't have to be us.
Nice. So they were at yeah, there you go. Didn't think the vendors would share info like that. They got really, really technical, and some of them were kind of hesitant because they're like, I don't know, should I go into technical? And everybody's like, yeah, give me more, man. Just eating it up. So it was really good.
He said the
hanging out rocked.
Yeah, man. October. So I think we're gonna start working. We're gonna fix some stuff that could be fixed. Like I would like to optimize the site a little more, make it faster. I know it was a little bit sluggish, and that's just we know that. We know that, and it's because of the rush job.
Hey, FOMO, I know you weren't there, but I've posted, and I'll keep posting the playlist for all the seminars on all of my socials. So if you want to check out any of those things, and anybody else, I'll have those things being posted, sporadically throughout until Q3 happens.
Yeah. So a few other things that I want to make sure to mention is people did vote for the best in show for 4 categories, right? So I'm gonna have to go and look at that later on. There were like close to 400 entries, something like that. So keep voting if you haven't done that yet. Go to the different product pages, look and vote for those categories who you thought was the best, and we'll announce that soon.
There's another question here, Joe.
All by vote. Are you still going to leave the video chat open till Q3? I don't know. I'm not in a rush to take it down.
I mean, if you purchase a ticket, then you're into our private Facebook group, and I'm sure we can probably leave the link to that in there, right, Joe?
Either way, they have to have a login to be able to get into it. So.
I was just thinking, if we have a private Facebook group, can't we just use the Facebook Messenger video thing if you wanted to?
Yeah.
Just how many people can you do?
I don't know.
I think they changed it up. Surprise. Micah didn't sign up, sell out the RB42s again. I asked. I definitely asked. Yeah, when will we
That's cool.
giveaways? I don't know.
Well, they end July 10th, the giveaways, so they still have a little bit of time for people to enter. So after that, I think a few days after that. Again, the brands are running the giveaways, not us. So, we'd have to collect the information from them. So it might take a few days.
Can you share the vote links? So the vote links are on the bottom of each product page, right? So if you go there, check out the different products that are on the site, you can vote at the very bottom of all of those. So those will be closed. Those will be closed. Digital apps. So thank you, Tommy. Tommy says it was a great show. Hopefully you get some sales. That's the whole point. I think a lot of people were impressed, and a lot of people in the video chat were like, "Hey, this is the first time I heard of this company. Those look awesome. The tech behind it looks legit." You know what I mean? That guy knows what he's talking about. So those are the kind of things. Some of these companies are huge companies, some not so huge, and we want to kind of put them all on a level playing field, right? Same platform.
Right. So here's how you guys vote. It's basically just at the bottom of the product page.
Right. And that's on each page.
That's on each product page. So if you go up here to 2020 Q2 products and click on that, you'll find all the products that were here and, showing at the show. It's everything's here. Everything's here. So you just click on one of them. And then at the very bottom, you've got design, innovation, presentation, and desirability. So you click on this and then submit your review, and there you go. Easy peasy, butter steezy.
So yeah, make videos and post it there and comments and stuff. That's what that Facebook group is for. You can upload videos, you can upload photos. That's what that's created for.
Did you have a favorite seminar talk? Go ahead.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, dude. There was some good ones, man. There's no doubt. I don't want to like call out like my favorite.
What was your favorite? Just say it.
Uh,
I'm not scared. I just don't know.
I'll be honest, man. I didn't know a lot about Sonus Faber. And
Yeah.
probably the reason is because a lot of that is way out of my budget. I mean, way out of my budget. But
You're all about the youth man deals, man.
Yeah,
How can
there's
you,
no
you
youth
know?
man deal on Sonus Faber? But they did show us they've got some $400 speakers in wall that are crazy looking, awesome,
Mhm.
that can be rotated horizontal or vertical. Blew my mind. Different finishes that you could slap on there, and they come with 2 finishes for $400. I'm like, dang.
Yeah. I think I kind of like. I enjoyed. See, that one was different. Like hearing the guys from Italy.
Yeah.
Right,
Mhm.
Livio.
Yep.
Yeah.
When he was talking about the design and showing the boats
Yeah,
and
I
all that,
didn't
like
know
it took me to a different, a different spot that I wasn't used to thinking about. And then he said curved. He said instead of curve, and I was like, "This is tight." He's in Italy.
Right.
Got the accent. He's showing us design stuff. This is
And it was,
cool.
I think, and Pablo, he like cussed. He just said like one word, and it was like, that was just beautiful. I was like, that wasn't even a cuss word, man. That was beautiful. That was
Yeah,
fantastic.
and you know, and
Triangle
for the Sonus Faber, we had people from Italy come in, and
Yeah.
for the next day, Triangle, we had someone from France come
Yep.
in to do their talk as well. So this is a global show. When we have presenters from all around the world, we have attendees from all around the world. I think this was one of the best ideas I've heard you ramble off at 2 a.m, Joe.
Yeah.
So a
That's
couple
'cause it
questions
is
here. Yeah, they were
the
good,
co-
Chana. So as far as
go
the giveaways, we're gonna announce that. So on the 10th is when they'll end, and then literally we've got to go. I think we had 70. Well, now it'd be 74 giveaways. So we have to draw 74 names, send 74 emails, contact 74 companies. So I would say safely, probably within. I mean, just give us a couple of days after the giveaways, and you should know.
He said- I would
Okay.
also another thing to keep in mind. We're gonna email the winners to all the companies. It's their responsibility to make sure that it gets
They'll-
sent
yeah.
out to you. Right? We're gonna follow up to make sure that they're doing that. Otherwise, we're gonna be like, "Hey, man, you can't do a giveaway." 'cause we're not following through. But it's up to them. Don't ask me. After the fact, we just email them, and that's it. Let's see here. Acoustic treatment companies. Yeah, I would love to. What else?
There was another. Oh, okay, here it is. Where's the private Facebook? So we posted a link in the lobby. I'll tell you what, I'll put it as soon as we're done here. I'll go back into the lobby and I'll post it again there. And then I'll also post it in the video chat as well. And that, because that's kind of like 2 different chats.
Oh,
So-
really? Where is she? Oh, man. Proud of you guys. Thank you. That's Angela's mom right there. That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Very cool to see you in here. Thank you very much. And thank you for the good food. That's support right there. She's always sending awesome baked goods. She's the best at that. What else here? Made in Italy, not in China. Here's one thing that I would like to see next time also, and this is on the company's end. I would like for the companies, I'm putting all of you on blast here. I would like for all of you to do more videos where you're just explaining the product. Because right now, if you go to a product page or a brand page, it's just the info that's pretty much from your website.
Sure. Yeah, it's copy and paste.
And get that. So what, right? But wouldn't it be cool to just see Will right there. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm gonna show you this and that. That's it. Just kind of like, it doesn't have to be the craziest production quality in the world, right? Your phone is fine, right? I think a lot of people said that. They're like, hey, that's good enough. Just the personal part is the connection.
A little factory tour. Here's a suggestion from Teddy.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, that's what I would like to see next time. Don't worry so much about production value. It's really you guys are more important than all that.
All right. So what do you think about this question, Joe?
Yeah. How do you feel about the summit's length of 5 days? Would you like to make the next one, the same, shorter, or longer? I don't know. I think 5 days is cool. I think we'd want to start on Thursday and on a Monday, and I think it would just be easier when we have those breaks in between. It would just be a little more sustainable, and because we're not rushing next time, you
Mhm.
know, it was crazy because the lead up to this event, I seriously probably got like less than an hour sleep in the
Yeah.
last 2 days.
It's
So
been pretty long. It's been a blast. There's no doubt. I'm not complaining. It's been a blast, but it's definitely I'll sleep good tonight. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah.
I've tried for 3 days to work on a video in between. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen, man. There's too much that goes on to making this smooth and function for you guys.
these guys, and so this is true.
Hey,
As
exactly.
hey, oh, this is audio. We're talking
Yeah.
about audio stuff,
Mhm.
and so don't worry so much about the video. Make sure your audio is good.
Buy a cheap camera, cheap
Invest in a
microphone.
little microphone setup. It's okay. It's worth it. What else?
Croissant, thank you for the super chat, $20. We totally appreciate it, man. And it's great to see you face to face. In the VIP room.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Croson was there every single day, man, just hanging out.
What a nice, clean system. He's got a nice, clean setup. I love that.
Absolutely
Love
love the behind your cabinet too, man. Just cable management. I was like, I'm jealous.
Those are like goals. Hashtag goals for cable management right there.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
All they need to do is check out Parts Express for some ideas. Yeah, Parts Express does a good job.
right.
I actually invited Parts Express. I'm like, hey, why don't you guys do something? You guys do great video. Sonus Faber. What about Techno Dad and favorite seminar?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I gotta
same
say,
one. So, Sonus Faber, the panel that we had. So somebody also mentioned maybe you should have panels next time, and that was an option. Yeah, we're gonna definitely try to get some panels together. Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
I mean, as far as I liked the Sonus Faber talk, I liked the Triangle talk, I liked the talk from Cherry Amplifiers.
MoFi was cool because it was different.
Eye-opening.
Yeah.
John Dirta, he's a little bit of a wizard there with 10 free tips. He's like a YouTuber, right? You got that clickbaity title and everything.
Yeah.
10 free tips are close to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tons of love in the VIP.
Absolutely. I always love, talking to Phil. I met him at a show, so me and him would sit there and just talk for hours. So it's awesome to talk to Phil Jones from Sound United. So it's hard for me to say because there were just so many cool things. There were so many aha moments during the show that I was just like, wow, this is really cool. This is really cool. Next time I'm gonna try to take notes. It was kind of a lot to just. There was already a lot going on. I have 3 screens going on. I have the chat up here. I have we're streaming here. I have, something else going in the top left or our group chat in the top left, just in case there's any emergencies. I got my food here on my right. Like
Facebook Messenger, our cell phones are over off to the side.
Like all kinds of stuff going on. So, I wish I could have taken a little bit more notes, but there was just a lot.
There you go. I think we only had 2 ladies at the show. And they were from the brands.
Sounds like
Dirac. Yeah, not Dirac, but Dirac. I think it's Dirac. Is it Dirac? Or I couldn't ask. Didn't ask. Damn it.
Oh, thanks, Don.
You're the man. Appreciate it, brother.
We appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much.
And Don was another guy, man. He just always in the, in that community, in the group chat, just hanging out, sharing his knowledge as well.
Hold on,
Josh. Real quick. What is that? Somebody's farting.
Whoa.
Somebody's farting.
Another insider joke here. You guys got to know.
Yeah.
Frog.
That was pretty dope.
An HDMI arc. HDMI arc. If you don't know what that is, you got to know.
Pronounced Dirac. I've heard it both ways. I've heard it Dirac and I've heard it Dirac. So
pronounced Dirac.
Tomato, tomato. Kind of
roll with that.
Man.
I think a lot of people got from the summit was that there are so many brands that make quality products. Absolutely. And they got exposed to them. Like, they're like, oh, that's something I need to check out. It's like you bookmark it for the future. Like if I can ever hear this kind of a system, I'm going to try to do so.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
Yeah,
that's hilarious. Look at this one. Boom.
I have a question for you guys. Is there anything that you learned or something that maybe changed your mind after listening to some of these talks? You know, something new that you learned or change in thinking.
Thanks for the love, Spec.
You.
thanks, buddy. Yeah, what did you guys learn?
Dude,
What
I
was
got
on Nugget?
14 pages of notes here. Look at there.
Wow,
Nice.
Don, that's the way to get the best out of the summit.
You can always come back to it. By accident.
Three-
Man, I'm glad the accident happened, man.
There it is.
Week before the show. That's awesome.
How
That's
did we
great.
how did we meet, become friends? YouTube, we all just make YouTube videos, and so Chana and Michael were already friends before that. Chana, I don't know, I think I made a rude comment on one of your videos, or kind of semi-rude. I was just like, yeah, what did I say to you?
You're like, I've been watching Cedia videos all day, and this is the least awkward one.
It's the least awkward.
Yeah.
Congratulations, yours is the least awkward.
Yes.
And then he came by my old shop, and we made a video, and he said he's gonna bring his gear, and he brought his gear. It was like an iPhone, like that's your gear? The heck? And now he's all geared up. He's got the most gear out of everybody here.
So John and I hooked up probably a couple years ago when I first started reviewing clips, and I made a video on something from the Cedia that
from CES.
CES. They were coming out, and Chana was just seeing what other people were saying about it because he's been to CES, and he found my video and he commented on it. We just started talking, and then I found out he had a channel. Then we jumped over to Messenger, and then we just became friends from there. Man, my kidneys aren't worth 100,000. Man, they got kidney stones in them. I can't give them away.
Yeah, that's an immediate 50% off. You can't get
that's a youth man deal on a kidney. If you want one, I'll give it to you. So
change my view on Class D amps. Yeah,
awesome. Definitely. Class D has come a long way over the years. Youth man should sell those old clips and replace everything with JTR. You never know; it may happen. Don't know. They're 40 years old. That's for sure.
Yeah, outdoor. So talking about outdoor stuff, it got you thinking. Okay.
Yeah.
He's going to put a sub in his pool now, so it's awesome.
Some frogs and some underground subs.
Says there are women in hi-fi, I promise you. And yes, and I can name all of them.
Yeah. That's awesome. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's a good one. Put slider pads under your speakers. Yeah, we'll give that.
That's a great one. Yeah.
Especially when you're dialing them in.
Let's see what else here.
There you go.
Oh,
you're the only one of us that doesn't drink. You man, have you been drinking? Just kidding.
I also do not drink.
Random question to the masters of audio.
You know what, here's one thing for me is like all these talks about power conditioning, and then Jonathan Durda's demo there. I'm open to trying it out, seeing if it makes a difference. Can I hear a difference? Can I measure a difference? All that. So I'm not saying it changed my mind because I haven't tried it. How am I gonna know until I try it, right? So I'm open to seeing with Don, man. Look at this guy.
Yeah. Oh,
you guys.
dude.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man. Yeah. I was telling people, even parking is expensive at a trade show, right? You got to pay for parking.
Oh man,
stock and blue tack,
Joe, what was it? $40 a day?
No, it was $18 a day.
18? Oh
yeah, but then you got to drive all.
Wife acceptor factor.
There was no WAF on the
frogs. A whole lot of gardening, then I would imagine it's awesome.
I'd have to. My wife would hide them in the bushes, like they would be gone, like totally hidden. Some big old frogs too, man.
Yeah, OSD was great.
Oh, there you go. PM10's Class D.
There you go. Look at this guy, this marketing guy right here. Plug away.
He's hitting it hard, man, but that's awesome though.
People always asking where are the 3-channel amps, because I always recommend Power Your Front Stage. Cherry amplifiers got 3-channel, they got 5 channels, they got little
inline. There there were a lot of guys in the comments that said, man, that's the first time I'd heard of Cherry Amp. So that's really cool. And that's what we want to do, guys. We want to expose you to some great brands that have great hearts and just are extremely passionate about audio and video, and just have some really, really quality products out there. So definitely check all those guys out.
Yeah. What does it say? Need to pick a pig to go with the frog. I bet they do have a pig.
He said that they had like a bunch that he didn't want. He could fill the screen with all kinds of different speaker designs. So,
dude, you're gonna be in so much trouble.
Definitely check out their website. Oh yeah. Oh yes.
See? Here you go.
Oh, which one?
We're all like fighting over the.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Go.
Oh, that's cool. Look at this one. Did y'all show that one? I learned about the company Cherry for good amplifiers. So there's no turning back.
Yeah. So Tommy, you're the forum guy, right? You asked me, hey, why don't you jump in the forum? I'm like, I don't want to be in the forum. I don't want to spend my time in this forum.
This is where it's at, man.
This is where I live. So thank you, Tommy, for being in those forums, but let them know what the experience is like, right? Because you kind of, there has to be a bridge, right? So where people were, try to get them to where we're at,
Oops.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm glitching like crazy.
This is great. New to all this stuff. Stumbled upon the summit searching AVR. I was on Technodad's YouTube. Just opened my eyes to the crazy possibility. Thanks.
Fantastic, man. Appreciate it.
And then Randall, hold on, let me just give a shout out. Randall tried reaching out to you.
We've reached out to all these guys, man.
I'm gonna screenshot this right here. A few times, Randall, just a few.
Thanks, Michael.
Hi-Fi NAM in the making.
Go ahead. Which one?
Right here, boom.
3 cons over there in Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Patogo, you guys are having a good time dancing at the after parties. That was cool seeing the kids. You know what I mean? We had light shows going on and everything, right?
Yeah.
We had some crazy lighting going on.
We each had that crazy light. That was, man, I haven't laughed that hard in a long stinking time, dude. And here I was, I'm sitting in my chair just bouncing, watching you guys.
Yeah.
I was just having a blast. And Chana with the VIP cam, that was awesome too.
VIP cam was dope. I got to hear from the peanut gallery.
Yeah. So he could hear us in the video chat, and then he would come over and respond to us. So that was pretty dope.
that was a lot of fun.
Peanut gallery.
the VIP room.
What is that?
Huh?
I don't even know
peanut
what that
gallery. It's like a group of people talking smack over here in the corner. That's what the peanut gallery is. At least that's how I know it as. I'm sure Urban Dictionary has like a better.
That's basically what it means. Appreciate that, Kanga. Absolutely, man. For you guys, especially that had attended this year, just share it. We're all in different Facebook groups. We're all in different forums. You've got friends in the audio industry. Let them know about it, especially as we get closer to the next event. Share it in those groups. Post the links in those groups. It's one thing when I say, hey, come to the Hi-Fi Summit. It's another thing for you to say, hey, I went to the Hi-Fi Summit. It was incredible. And so that means the world, Yeah.
And I think, we can make it easier too. I think, Joe, Mike, we should just send out an email to all the attendees that purchase tickets with those links that, to the, seminars, divided up by day.
Right.
And then, you guys can post those links, whatever.
Ooh. Yeah, we reached out to you as well.
$50 super chat. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I just want to be part of your friend group. Yes, you're already part of our friend group. Yeah, man. Thank you so much.
Wow, man.
Huge. Thank you. I've never seen that color before. Then
it's like
never think that was insane.
We're gonna have the rainbow here.
Question here: what you have done in the last few days is incredibly important in Northern. What is important is that you can tell us here in Norway. Hope this will be a success for you. Thank you very much from Norway. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I know it was difficult for those of you that are across the world because the time difference. So it's like really, really, really late, when we're doing some of them, and vice versa. It might be really, really, really early for you. So those of you that were able to jump in and hang out with us, man, really, really appreciate that.
You know what
the
I
good
like?
thing is everything's on the replay, so you can definitely check out those seminars.
Yeah, the seminars are on this YouTube channel. Well, depending on where you're watching from, but
Daily
the Daily Hi-Fi YouTube channel has all these guys.
And definitely make sure you subscribe to that channel. So go check it out. Subscribe.
From Josh Dillinger. Oh yeah.
Yeah, let them know if it was worth it. It was not, just be honest. If it wasn't worth it, then tell them it wasn't worth it. If it was, then tell them it was. That's all. We just need you guys to spread the word of how it was really. I'm not saying one way or the other.
Joe, some big t-shirts here, man.
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me see. What I was gonna say is I like the fact that we can pop these out because I have to be careful about what I say, but you guys don't. So
just let it fly. Let it fly. It's funny.
Awesome.
Email full of links.
Oh, you need a 5XL?
Yeah.
All right. And also let us know if you need a double XS. Shauna, double XS shirt?
I might need one.
Double XS.
Give me like 2 years to shed off that extra weight.
No, double XS, bro.
Double
X.
You know what I mean?
That'll be
tight.
some weight.
Nice.
Like I get a physique.
But
I gotta beef up if I want one of these like 100-pound Macintosh amplifiers or 100-pound Sonus Faber or triangles or whatever.
I'm thinking send me one so I can beef up.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Well, I don't know, man. I got stairs to deal with, and that OSD 200-pound amplifier is just a small, heavy boulder, So
another thing I learned was that I can afford some Sonus Faber stuff, those in-wall stuff. I could afford that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're like $400.
I'm down with those.
They give you 2 faceplates. That's the most gorgeous in-walls I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like that. They have wood.
Take a look if I could fit some.
And they have the cool little grills. That's what I like too. The little strings. And one thing that we learned from those seminars is like the strings kind of, they mimic musical instruments, like stringed instruments.
You know what sold me on the string front is when they said, when the air moves, it kind of moves them. I'm like, all right, that's it.
Okay, what was that? What was that deal when Will did like this right here with the string?
Random stuff sells you on the string kind of move. I'm like, yeah, need those. Hilarious.
Great.
What happens at Summit stays at Summit.
Oh man, we're getting crazy now. Let's not get too wild.
Yeah. Yeah, see, just because of the hi-fi, look at there. Sonus Faber, sorry. Macintosh are on my bucket list. Mine too. Mine too.
Puts you on the map right there. Joshua says he sent me an email. Take a look. And so in the email, you're basically saying you want some stats on this, and I would love to get all those stats, and I'll try to get as much as I can. Useful statistics on how many attendees and all that. But the tough thing is that a lot of times it's really hard to calculate, right? It's hard to calculate what you got out of this unless you guys say, hey, I bought this because I saw you guys on the Hi-Fi Summit. So you guys have to tell them when you go and buy something, because a lot of times it's hard to track that. Sure. Yeah, you may have watched it and then you started doing research, and then a month later you go and buy the thing. That's not going to trace back to the Hi-Fi Summit website, right? So maybe just let them know. That would be good.
There was a good comment here. Bree said, I paid but never went into the VIP room. Maybe Q3, I'll conquer my camera phobia. Absolutely, man. And there were a lot of people in there that didn't turn their cameras on, and that was totally cool. They were just there to listen. Sometimes they'd turn their mic on and, offer some comments. And then sometimes we'd just call people out like, hey, who are you? And they'd pop in and they'd say something. So definitely, man, just jump in it. We're just here to have fun, really. No intimidation.
Oh man, look at this. Great. Made me buy the Yamos. Thank you so much.
That's
awesome. You for the support. Thank you for the soup. You guys are
too kind. You guys are too kind. You guys are too kind. You're awesome. Death check all.
Whatever, man. He
it doesn't even. They just have to look cool. I'll buy them just because I want the things to move.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can turn the camera off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can turn like, in fact, a lot of people did have their camera off, but they had the microphone on. They were talking. They were watching everything else happening. So
Okay.
Call in.
Yeah.
There's a number there. You can call in. How crazy is that?
Do you realize
it's nuts. We have all kinds of cool technology to play with here in this kind of a format.
if you look back at my earliest videos, I was never in it because I was kind of fearful that, man, if I put myself out there, what are people going to say? And at some point, you just got to get to a point where you're just like, I don't care. You know, I enjoy who I am. I know who, what I'm made of. I know my flaws, So if somebody points out my flaws, I already knew about them anyway. So it doesn't offend me. So, but definitely, man, get over your camera phobia, turn it on. Let's just hang out.
Yeah. Inspired, thank you. And you had a lot of good insight too, Kenga. So thanks for the
man.
Look.
Here's one thing I appreciate about Kenga, and I've told him this many times. He has an incredible way with words. Like I've read a lot of his Facebook comments and posts, and he's just very thoughtful. He's very, great intellect. So definitely appreciate that about him. And very humble too.
Who else we got in here? Shout out to Giles and Mike for doing the podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Power Sound podcast.
Giles even popped in today and kind of shared with you guys back in the VIP area in the chat. Shared his setup.
That's crazy.
That was a crazy little system right there. Yeah. Not a little system. That was a crazy system.
I appreciate it, man. That's awesome. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Supporting business. Yes. Of color. I have color.
Color. Yeah. Color. We're all color.
Yeah, Michael, you're like a what would you say is that? What would you call your color? Like vanilla? No, that's not vanilla color. You're like a pink? Apricot. Oh, yeah. Apricot. Is that a good?
Yeah, a little pink over here, a little white over here because my light.
There you go.
My eyes are blue. My eyes are blue and brown. I mean, blue and not blue and brown, blue and green, like a hazel.
Yeah, that's a good color. That's a good color. Yeah, we all got some color. Let's see. You guys are awesome. Power podcast. Yeah, pale.
Yeah. And see, I'm okay with that, man. Totally.
You got an outdoor area, bro. You can
go. I live in Florida. If I didn't like edit all the time and make videos for these cats over here in the chat, then maybe I could get outside and get a tan. You know,
I have more of a tan right now.
Krispy Kreme filling. Yeah, it's about me.
Great job. Thank you.
Coconut flavored on cables on the way. I heard that during the summer.
Coconut cables. Yeah, that was going to be the company I start. Because I need a house with like 11 rooms, so I need to make some money. So I'm going to make some cables.
That's funny.
That was the joke, anyway.
What was this?
Thank you.
Wi-Fi Summit group.
I was trying to figure
like just because video doesn't mean you. Yeah, no, I'm open to some help. You know what I mean? There's somebody who said, "Hey, I do SEO," and he emailed me like, "I can help you with this." And I'm like, "Hey, I'm open. You can use all kinds of help." Yeah, just trying to make sure we get through all these.
What's this now? So, Kenga, are you Michael? Oh, that ain't no. Kenga actually works for another manufacturer. I don't work for a manufacturer.
Peach. They're talking about your Peach. That's a good
Peach.
Let's see here. You become a lobster.
Hey, it's true, dude. When we go to the beach, man, I slap on that sunscreen because I don't want to burn. We burn quick here in Florida. It gets super, super hot. California to Florida, coast to coast. That's right, man. Coast to coast productions. Maybe we'll start a business.
I bet his cables have HDMI eARC. Oh no! I have a rule about that.
Is Joe happy with the event? He seemed to be frustrated in his intro video.
You know what? Frustrated is not so much frustrated. It's just because look, I'm an honest guy, right? And so, well, first of all, I told you I was like really running off less than an hour of sleep, right? So
I felt even that much. It was probably about 15 minutes.
And I'm surprised, as you know, if you knew what I knew, your filter, it's tough. That filter has a lot to work against. And you know, just a lot of people that were telling me things, and so you have these things that you have to confront and try to get over. But yeah, some frustrations that like, hey, how come these people that I reached out to, I said, hey, you want to talk about this, and nobody wanted to talk about it. I'm like, okay, that's fine. The conclusion is that's fine. We're gonna do what we're gonna do.
You got it.
Whatever happens, that's fine. That's
There's
fine.
a little technical question. So got to check on Jusu 2012.
Yeah, it shouldn't expire. Let me know if you had any issues logging on. I'll make sure to take
send you an email, maybe.
Yeah, send an email to the site, and I think
admin at the Hi-Fi Summit can get there. Yeah, email and let us know, because if you did have an issue, I want to make sure we take care of you.
And for those that did purchase their tickets, I think, keep an eye on your email, not only for the the giveaways, but we might even throw in a survey in the next couple weeks to get your individual opinions on what we can change and how we can make Q3, Q4 and beyond better.
Yeah, PS Audio.
Sure.
Yeah, we emailed all these people.
Yeah. Had an open invitation.
Yep.
Had one guy hung up on me. That was funny. I'm like, you're lost, my man. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Hi-Fi Turtle says his expired as well, but he did everything. Interesting.
I think it just says it, right? I don't know that it. Your wife says you're translucent. Ooh, that'd be weird.
That's an interesting color.
Yeah.
Survey
see your
bones, like opaque almost.
See his bone.
And this is true, but we found. I mean, I think one of the hardest things with this, Don, is that think about it, we were doing something that nobody has done before.
Mm-hmm.
And so to try to convince somebody to do a virtual or an online, I don't even think it's virtual, because we were all there. We weren't physically there.
Yeah.
But I can promise you what I've experienced over the past 5 days was not virtual. Virtual is make believe. This was real people with really cool systems, with really great stories. And now we've got really great friendships as a result of it. So definitely no virtualization there, but definitely, we got a lot of no's, but we got a great amount of yeses. I mean, I think internally our goal was, if we can get 50 brands, that would be great. If we could get 500, we had no idea if we were going to get 2 brands,
Yeah.
Because we've got to not even convince, but there has to be a brand that's willing to say, you know what? I don't know how, if it's going to be successful, but I believe in your vision. And Chon and I both have told Joe from the beginning of this, we believe in your vision in this. We'll do whatever it takes. Joe's like, hey, let me send you some money. I'm like, I'm not worried about the money, man. Let's make this thing happen. Let's get this thing off the ground, and let's just see if it even works, and then we can go from there. But it's been awesome, man. The support from you guys, from Kanga. I mean, dude.
Kanga, thank you so much, man.
I love the fact that he just did 8888. I mean, there's
that color again.
That shows his personality right there, man. Appreciate that, brother. That's
Appreciate you guys so much.
Hey, we can definitely meet in person. We're gonna, once these trade shows or whatever open back up, I know there's several of them that we'll be going to. So definitely,
and who knows? We might even do
a trade show
of the Hi-Fi Summit. Who knows?
Could you imagine that? Like, what would happen? What would that look like, guys? If we did our own Hi-Fi show, like physical, could happen. So, but again,
we could do a physical that's streamed throughout the world, because nobody's doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh no! Don't start anything over here. That I would want to watch that though. By the way,
there you go.
Don't try to start any trouble. I do want to see.
This is kind of cool. True.
We're gonna have a moderator.
Every company starts off small. You ask some of the guys that are in the chat. Even like, Tommy and Jeff at JTR. All these guys. I mean, they're all starting. You look back at even big companies. A lot of times they started off in a garage. They started off in their home office, and that's just what it takes, man. It takes a vision, but I think more importantly, it takes execution. And Joe has done an incredible job at execution. That is for sure.
Thank you. I think another forum post, different forum. They asked somebody just randomly asked me, so I don't know much about you, but what are you about? Like, tell me your philosophy about this whole audio thing. And I just said, just have fun. Number one, have fun. You want to argue about this? You believe? Have fun. Keep it fun, right? Once you lose that, then you're taking it way too seriously.
Because it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah,
supposed to be fun. Listening to music is supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you be listening to music if you're not having it fun? Right? That. I think I drank a little too much.
Oh yeah, thanks so much for the support.
Our designated drinker.
That's right. This just makes sense for these companies. It's a great value for them to give away some stuff versus paying for hotels. It's true. It costs companies. You know, I've talked to several companies. I can't imagine how much it costs, like Sonus Faber, to bring their products to a trade show, ship it there, package it up, bring their staff there. So yeah, it's costly for all these companies.
And on top of that, the dinners. So I've been invited out, been out to some dinners with these guys. These are not some inexpensive dinners. And especially last time I ordered a whole thing of like, what is that, bone marrow? You guys know, if you guys were there, you guys were laughing at me. I didn't know how much they were gonna. I ordered like 2 plates and they were huge, and they're just like laughing at me.
I felt bad because I had like 2 glasses of wine with dinner. I was just like, oh.
Ooh. Luckily, I don't drink. So, lucky.
So Rob, you mentioned here, Brian from Rhythmic. So each one of you, there are some brands that you really, really look up to. You really enjoy their products. Again, you reach out to them, say, hey man, we really wish you would have been there, and let them know. Think about it. Enough of their customers and enough of the people that like their product say, hey, we want you to be there. I would think it'd be pretty advantageous for them to be there. Damon, let's meet, man. Let's do it. I don't know where you're at.
You guys in the VIP from Florida. That was kind of crazy.
What's that? Yeah, there were several. I was like, oh, let's hook up, man.
Yeah.
So you guys know how to find me. Just look on my YouTube channel. My email's on the contact page there.
Yeah, change the world moving forward. The Hi-Fi Summit is the future. Hey, you know what? I still love meeting in person. There's nothing better than having a nice dinner together, looking at each other, having fun. I would love to do that, but we can't.
In the hotel, or I'm in the foyer.
Yep.
Let's do it, man.
What are some of these other man? They just keep coming in. I'm gonna slow down once you guys slow down. Also, it's hard to believe vendors turn your request down. Yeah. I mean, oh, you got the Magni because of me. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Looking for brands to explore.
All right. In all honesty, not all of them said yes, but there are a lot of companies that we have done reviews for that did show up. We had Denon, we had Marantz, we had Klipsch, had a lot of it. We had Cherry, we had, a bunch of different brands, but just not all of them.
Here's a good question. I like the tough questions, right? Seek them out. So, did you have enough participants to get high-profile companies to join it? I think we have. I mean, we have Macintosh Group. Yeah, that's pretty high profile to me. Yeah, right. It doesn't get much bigger than that to me. But yeah, you know what? So here's the tricky thing: is we have to look at the views on those seminars afterwards too, because it doesn't end. This is not like a typical seminar where it's over and over. It continues. All those videos are still available from now on. People are going to still be able to go to the website and take a look at. So when does it end? Yeah. When's the point from this time to this time? Maybe from now to the next one, I can tell them, look at the numbers here. But I don't know that it's important that I look at the numbers just right now for the paying attendees. Right? It's what do you get from now forever?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, Will, this comment's for you, buddy.
If Will Klein told me I could dunk a basketball, be damn sure I would dunk a basketball. Oh, that's great.
That's awesome. Great. So I'm going to leave this up here for a second because I'm going to take a picture of it.
There you go.
And send that to JTR.
Text this to Jeff right now while we're talking.
I want to hear his philosophy. I would like to hear him.
Yeah.
Hear the man.
Yeah,
What else? Right. What else we got here? I'm just trying to get through these because we've been on for quite a while already.
Almost an hour and a half. Yeah. Man, I told my wife it wasn't going to take that long.
It always takes longer.
I'm going to be in the doghouse again.
Yeah, this guy is awesome.
Is that
He had the neatest system. I loved it.
Robson, man?
Oh yeah,
Gotta go clean up my wiring.
Yeah, we definitely
I
gotta
know.
meet, man.
Um, um, and on okay. JTR, yep, with assist from Bronson, yeah, Bronson with the assist all day. Keep those brown notes coming. Yeah, we're planning to have some special guests on future Daily Hi-Fi podcasts.
Yep. Yeah, but we've already got what is it? About 3 of them scheduled over the next couple weeks. So you'll
This would
definitely
be-
be seeing.
Yeah. Okay. That's not right.
Wow. That's not good, man. You're gonna be in trouble.
Watch out.
And he's away at work. So
Watch out.
the Jerry Springer session, Audioholics versus Audio Quest, the battle of cable science.
Oh, don't do that. All right, how about this? Hi-Fi, are you going to post the guys' systems from the chat? No, because we didn't get permission, and it was kind of like insider thing. But we did think, like, you know what? It would be cool if we just made a playlist out of this.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
we're like, hey, send us your system, and don't try to fix it up at all. However it is right now, show it. Don't try to dust it off. Don't try to put any wires. I want to see it as is.
Show us your junk.
And share again. Feel free to share those even in the private Facebook group that we created. So that's created for. Definitely do that.
Show us your junk right there.
Show us your junk. That's gonna be the. Hey, we need to make a T-shirt, John. You got to do that. That would be a funny,
awesome idea. Yeah, because I know people do room tours. You know, I think Michael, you're probably one of the first ones. You know what you did.
Yeah.
#shade.
I still don't even know what that's all about, but I laugh every time he says it. It cracks me up, man.
Yes. Thank you, guys. You know what? I think we should probably head back to our families now.
Yeah.
All of us. All of us.
Been an awesome 5 days. I need to get back to reality.
Yeah.
This started off with a video that I made that just basically said, change the game was the title, right? And I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to decide whether we did that or not. I think that's how I'm gonna leave it. You guys decide. So anyway, that's it for me. That's all I have to say. I want to hang out with my kids right here and my wife, because at the end of the day,
that's what matters,
important, right? And I love hanging out with you guys too. Don't get me wrong, but I gotta hang out with them. They've been waiting on me for a long time now. 2 months. Oh, you want to come with me now?
They want to say hi. Awesome. We've got some great kids. Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you? He said.
How are you?
Yes.
Can't hear because of the speaker.
Here you go.
Too tight, Papa.
Too tight. Sorry. Here you go. You're getting heavy. There. They said
So
hi.
Who's this dude? Right. Oh man, I can't do it. Who's that guy? Right.
Who's
there?
that? Who's that? You know
Techno Dad.
Techno Dad.
Great seeing.
I don't know who that dude is. You don't know who I am, do you?
That's Youth Man. You can say hi to Youth Man.
Who's Youth Man?
I don't know who's Youth Man. Right, Ma.
Perfect.
Mama.
Perfect.
She didn't know who I was. That's awesome.
All right. That's awesome. Yeah. So if you're wondering why my place this morning was not, so tidy. Yeah.
That's your best work right there, Joe.
Yeah.
Great
Yes,
comment,
it is
right?
my best work.
Family, man.
That's right. Mic drop end scene. That's probably
That was
good
fun. You
high
gotta
note. On.
Michael, you want to say anything here?
I just want to say thank you. Thank you for you guys that like our videos, that you have been along with all 3 of our journeys. I mean, literally over the past several years on the YouTube platform and various social media through Daily Hi-Fi, as we started that up over a year ago and do the daily podcast or weekly podcast. And then now here we are doing a Hi-Fi Summit for the first time. And you guys are what make this happen. And definitely thanks to my friends. And I really, truly consider them my friends. Techno Dad, Joe, man, both of you guys, man, truly appreciate y'all. You're like brothers, really.
Thank you. Shauna, you want to take us out like you usually do?
You know it. You know it. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That wraps it up. The Hi-Fi Summit, Q2 2020. This is the first run. We are done. I want to thank everybody that attended, whether you paid or not. Thank you for being in the chat. Thank you for your questions and your comments. All the brands, everyone underneath the sun that actually helped. We got Joe's wife that helped. We got Mike's wife making him food, my wife making me food, so we don't have to, break away and we could do this. And everyone involved and everyone that helps, thank you so much. We totally appreciate it. We will be back on the Daily Hi-Fi channel with a podcast on Monday. So definitely remember that. That's 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And on behalf of my buddies Joe and Michael, my name is Chana, and the Hi-Fi Summit Q2 2020 is done. Boom. End broadcast.